Yeah, my son and daughter-in-law begged a month's stay a couple of years ago, and they were there for 11 months.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a little different.
yeah.
All right. Let's all rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First thing we have on the approval of the minutes from last week, and Chair, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Moved in second. And corrections or changes in the minutes? Anybody have anything? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. We have one bid under advisement, the Columbian Park restrooms. So that remains under advisement. So we'll get to new business. Engineering.
Good morning, Jeremy Grinnard, City Engineer. Our first item of business is change order number 1 on the Park East Boulevard South Extension Project. The purpose of this change order was to modify the curb to allow for easy access to the county's drainage pond for maintenance, so that they're not driving over a full-height curb, they're driving over a depressed curb. If they're driving over the full-height curb, they can do that, but they'll damage it over time, so we had it modified. The amount of the change order is $1,200, bringing the total contract amount to $1,980,051.91 for a total change order percentage of 0.06%, and we're requesting your approval.
Thank you. Chair, entertain a motion to approve this change order number 1 for this project, curb change.
Move approval.
Second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Questions on this? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Our second item of business is change order number 2 on that same project.
Park East.
The purpose of this change order was to modify the traffic signal to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Because this is an NDOT traffic signal, will be owned and maintained by NDOT after we're finished with the project. The base bid was the standard NDOT strain pole configuration. The change order is to coat all the poles black, add a power metering cabinet as opposed to a wood pole for the power meter, and to change the street name signs out to the backlit street name signs like we have at the new traffic signal at Main and Wallace. Because these are city preferences, the change order will not be eligible for federal funds. It'll be 100% local funds for this change order. The amount of the change order is $35,627.64, bringing the total contract amount to $2,015,679.55 for a total change order percentage of 1.86%, and we're requesting your approval.
Thank you. Chair, entertain a motion to approve change order number 2 in the Park East Boulevard.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Questions?
It's just to be consistent with other projects inside the city, to make it look the same.
Yes, as we move forward, we're going to use a more decorative look on our traffic signals throughout the city. If we can, if it's a small enough intersection, we'll use mast arms. If it's this one in particular, we would need like an 80-foot mast arm to get to get out over the lanes. So we're coating the strain poles black, similar to the one that we did behind SIA on Haggerty Lane.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it, but
I think it's a good idea. Trying to be uniform and making things look like they're all together, and that's great.
Yes.
So we have a motion and a second. Anybody have any further questions?
So this was originally an 80-20 contract, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Why do we not qualify for the same on this particular portion of it?
When it's an aesthetic preference like this, then it's not eligible.
Okay.
And they make that decision. There's some things that you can incorporate during design, and they will pay for it. But they make that decision on a case-by-case basis, and they've already made that decision that it's 100% local.
Thank you.
Other questions? Change order? We have a motion, a second on this change order number 2 for Park East Boulevard. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thanks, Jeremy.
And our last item of business is addendum number 9 to the Master Utility Service Agreement for Rainy Brook Realty, and it applies to 23 lots in Chesapeake Landing subdivision, Phase 3. Construction was previously permitted and has recently been completed. As-built plans have been submitted to start the process towards acceptance, and we expect that to happen sometime in August, or this month. Chesapeake Landing extends south from County Road 400 South, about a half mile west of US 231, outside Lafayette city limits, and we do provide water and sewer services. And we're requesting your approval of this amendment number 9 to the master agreement.
Okay, Chair, I entertain a motion to approve amendment number 9 to this master utility service agreement for Rainy Brook Realty for the, I guess, Chesapeake Bay Landing.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
I have a question on this. This is only what I received in my packet anyway was only the stormwater fee of $500. I'm sorry, wastewater fee for $500 per lot. So there was no stormwater. There's nothing. It's just a flat amount per lot. That's what we have. That's the agreement we have here.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I believe that's due to the investment that they made in water infrastructure as part of the master services
And
agreement.
there's no water, obviously, and then no stormwater
Right.
here.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions regarding this?
I was confused by that too, Gary. Did you say we're supplying them water?
We are supplying water.
So no water fee means,
They paid a long time ago for infrastructure to that site, so they received credits for having done so. So
Thank you.
pursuant to the master agreement, it's $500 per lot for wastewater only.
Thanks, Amy.
People will still
Sorry,
pay a
Jeremy.
water bill.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Other questions on this? Give a motion, a second for this amendment number 9. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. Economic Development, John?
Good morning, John Collier, Economic Development. You have before you a request for demolition of a garage that's in the St. Mary's National Historic District, so therefore it's coming to you for the determination of the 60-day waiting period. Dan Kaiser, the Historic Preservation Officer, has determined that the loss would adversely affect the historic district, and he recommends that the 60-day waiting period be maintained.
And that's your recommendation?
Sure, yep. It doesn't matter what I think, I guess, is the point.
You're just the deliverer, you're the messenger, huh? Thanks for being honest, John, appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get this on the table. Chair, entertain a motion to uphold the 60-day waiting period because it's in a historic district.
So moved.
Second? Moved and seconded. As we go forward, I'm assuming this entails the fact that there's no, even though it looks like it's not in very good shape, there's no public health safety issues that are imminent to worry about the 60-day period.
That's my understanding. Mark here?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, it does not appear that it would go into the public right away.
Okay.
If it does collapse, it appears it would be on the property.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion, a second. Again, our job here is not to do anything about the demolition permit, it's just to uphold the 60-day waiting period, so we're upholding that in this case. That's the motion, and a second. Anybody have any questions about that? Concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Legal counsel.
Yes, you have an agreement for stormwater drainage with the Tippecanoe School Corporation that is related to our upcoming water tower project. This is an agreement, this part of the agreement basically says any of the activities that we do in connection with our project aren't going to affect the stormwater drainage issues that are stormwater drainage that's already on the TSC property. Also, as part of this, and it dates back to a 2001 utility service agreement, TSC is transferring the land to the city that the water tower will actually go on as well. So we have those documents as well, but they don't need to come through the board. And if you have questions about the project, Steve Moore would be able to answer those.
Let's go ahead and get this agreement on the table, and we can discuss it. Chair, entertain a motion to approve this agreement between TSC and the City of Lafayette for this new tower.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Questions on this? So what I understand in reading this, that the property that we have will be buying that property or granted that property.
And we were granted that property, yes.
Changed. And we have ingress and egress from the property
We
for the
do.
construction. And what we've agreed to do is not screw it up.
Basically, yeah, that's a good way to summarize it.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's really, it goes to
yes,
drainage and everything else, so we're trying to keep everything so it's not.
Correct,
the
yeah.
impact
So we're
on-
not negatively impacting any of TSC's current drainage facilities.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay, thanks. Anybody else have any questions? Sorry about,
No, but this has been on the books for a long time. It's good to finally have that checked off Jackie's box.
okay. Any other comments? Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve this agreement. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Thanks. Purchasing.
Morning, Dave Payne, Purchasing Manager. Fleet Maintenance has a Venturo CT 1004 truck-mounted crane hoist that is now no longer needed, and so we'd ask that you declare it surplus so they can sell it on govdeals.com.
Thanks, Dave. Chair, entertain a motion to approve this declaration of surplus property.
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Moved and seconded. Questions on this? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have next, we have Renew, right? Lafayette Renew.
Good morning, Brad Talley, Lafayette Renew. You have before you a temporary amendment to the industrial user permit for Tate and Lyle Ingredients South Plant. This temporary amendment is for a flow increase only and will last for 90 days. The flow will be increased from 4 million gallons per day to 4.5 million gallons per day, and for that 90-day time frame. We request your approval.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this on the table. Chair, entertain a motion to approve this temporary permit for Tate and Lyle.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Brad, obviously, the first thing is why.
Tate and Lyle's requested this increase. They've been trying to address some of the odor issues, and I believe that this will assist them in that endeavor.
So this is related to that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming you've been getting lots of complaints, or we've been getting lots of complaints about that?
Yeah, we've got several calls, yes.
Yeah. Have you actually smelled it?
Yes.
I have.
Okay.
So all of this flow will go through their treatment plant before it comes to us, so we won't see any change in what comes to us other than the.
So this is just a buildup of a waste they have to hold on site before they can release it, and they're trying to reduce that storage on site.
Right, that's my understanding.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any other questions about this?
No?
No? Okay. Well, I think for all the residents, we owe them this change. So I have a motion, a second to approve this temporary increase for 90 days for Tate and Lyle. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. Claims.
Good morning. The Controller's Office has reviewed claims totaling $3,482,581.45. We request the board's approval.
Chair, entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
Second.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Questions on claims? Any questions? I do not have any.
I didn't either.
None? Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve the claims. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Thanks,
you
Jeremy,
very
appreciate it. We have a special event request for NAMI. Anybody here from that organization? Yes, ma'am. Come on up and talk about your event.
Just adjust this a little bit.
Sure.
So this year.
Your name,
will-
please?
Rebecca Maslanka.
Thank you.
This year will be our first year with NAMI Walks, which is a national program that puts on a walk for all of the NAMI national and state affiliates. If you're not familiar with NAMI, I can go into more detail about that. We are mental health advocacy, education, and support in our community. Everything we offer is free of charge, so this event goes toward providing those programs here, excuse me, in the Lafayette area. The walk is not a traditional 5K, so we'll be utilizing the Heritage Trail to the park and back as our walk, and hoping to just use the plaza and the bridge as a gathering place, kind of a rallying point.
Okay. Let's see, I'm sure it's on here, you're estimating about 150 people participating? And it's a fundraiser, right, for NAMI? Okay. Chair, entertain a motion to approve the special event request.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any questions for Rebecca? Anybody? October the 9th is the day of the event, correct?
Yes, and that is also a national day, so that's a lot of good publicity for the Lafayette area as well.
So you have not only the walk, but you're going from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., so you must be doing other things that day at the plaza?
Potentially, that was a very loose time frame. We can narrow that down for you more. This
No,
is
I'm
my
just
first year
just
planning.
curious as to what your plans are.
Nothing additional that I'm aware
Other
of
than
at
the
this
walk?
time, other than the walk.
Okay, all right. All right, we have a motion, a second. Anybody have any again, questions or concerns? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you have a good day.
Thank you.
We have another event request, March for Justice. Is anybody here from that organization? Yes, sir.
Hello, I'm Anthony Greeno from Greeno Productions.
Anthony, tell me about your request.
The March for Justice is an event that raises awareness for unsolved cases, missing persons, and victims of unsolved crimes. And it's pretty much a miniature crime con. And what we was requesting to do is use the Reilly Plaza area to set up some canopy tents. We have Senator Ron Alting that's going to be coming to speak about a new state law that's been put in place that can help families of cold cases and give them a new direction into how they can proceed with maybe getting a new investigation on the cases. Basically what we do is we go around and we invite family members of victims, and they come to these events and they're able to network with each other, share ideas on how they can promote the wanted flyers of either suspects or missing persons. And it's just a way for people to connect, and we are filming this for an Amazon Prime television show. And so we requested it from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the simple fact that during the day we're going to go around to different tents and we're going to be speaking with those people, getting interviews with them, allowing them to speak to the senator on what they can do to help their respective case.
Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead and get this on the table. Chair, entertain a motion to approve this special event request on August 21st. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Moved and second. Any questions for Anthony?
Is this specific to Lafayette, or is this a larger look at?
This is a larger look. I've done this once before. I did this in Muncie, Indiana. It went well. We did that back in May. My focus on Lafayette is because my mother was murdered, and I'm from Lafayette, and I currently don't live here, but this is my hometown. And with the situation over in Delphi, the families there are needing some help as well. So they kind of requested a little bit that maybe they can be a part of this. And so we just want to help individuals around the area, but we do have individuals coming from multiple states to this event.
Thank you. Other questions? Any further questions? Questions? Okay. Have a motion, a second, and this has all been approved by our local process, right? This has been through the process, police and everybody else? Okay. Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve the special event request. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
And then we have the addition, Steve, I see Steve's here, and, okay, and we have some folks from Mosey. So, Ken? Just can't get enough, can you?
Ken McCammon, Friends of Downtown. Boy, it's been a year. Steve and I met with LPD, LFD, and Homeland Security in March and decided to cancel the May Mosey due to the expectation that restrictions on gatherings would continue, and then about 2 weeks before, everything was lifted. We still didn't do it because we didn't have time at that point. So we started in June. It was building up to what was potentially the largest ever, which makes sense, people coming out of the pandemic, until about 8 o'clock when the rains came. And it drove off about 70% of the crowd and vendors. We continued on and had a great Mosey, but just a reduced crowd. And then July, it never really rained hard, but it just It was a nuisance, drizzle all night long, affecting attendance and affecting the ability to play music due to the water. So Steve and I decided we would ask for an additional Mosey in October to allow the bands that didn't get to play a chance to play and to reward the vendors for their support and for 2 lackluster attendance events and allow them to set up free of charge in October. So we shot for the second weekend of October, which is our normal weekend, but we noticed that the Feast of the Hunter's Moon was that weekend, so we pushed it up to October 2nd, which is a home football weekend with the 12 o'clock kickoff, so it's a great segue from Ross-Ade Stadium to downtown, we hope. There's a copy of the friendly neighbor letter that was distributed to all interested people, and the insurance documents have been submitted effective August 1st for all of our events. So we request approval of this, and yes, we'll get to work for one more weekend.
Okay, hopefully you won't have snow or anything.
We do want to talk to you about a snowsy, but that's later.
This is a request, obviously, to extend for one more Mosey. Chair, entertain a motion to do so.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Anybody have any questions or comments regarding that? And Ken, you've already distributed to all the people that are affected, and everybody is copacetic with everything, as far as you know?
Nobody balked. A lot of people said thank you.
All right. So a motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Mayor, any comments today?
No, sir.
Does anybody else have any comments for the board before we close? That's the agenda for today. Anybody else have any comments for the board? If not, thank you. Meeting stands adjourned.